discussing The A Game, 9 Steps to Better Grades by Kenneth J. Sufra. I don't know how to say the name. And I will be bringing 3 college students from Florida Atlantic University to discuss the book with us because a lot of college students are claiming that this book is really helping them out. So we're going to take that theory to the test today. Sadly, our professor couldn't make it to the show today. I think her plane crashed or whatever. So she sent us a clip before the plane crash, and here it is.
Everyone, I am the professor. I'm currently in my hotel room. I'm waiting for the flight. It has been delayed, so I'm making this, and I'm gonna send it over to the Elisa show just in case I don't get the opportunity to make it onto set, just for her to have some kind of, you know, video of me or me speaking about what exactly is going to be happening today on her show. So I'll start with a little bit about myself. I am Professor Foster, and for the past 4 to 5 weeks, I have been teaching my students out of this book called The A Game, and basically this book is about the 9 steps to help bettering grades. What we tend to do with this book is usually kids that come out of high school, they have this mentality that if they stay up all night and they study for whatever material is going to be on an exam for them the following day, they're going to automatically pass that exam. Well, maybe in high school that did work for them, but in college that's not going to work for them. It's not going to fly, because if they end up staying up all night for an exam, high chances are, I should say at that, is that they're going to fail that exam. They're going to fail it terribly, not even just fail it, but fail it terribly. So what I try to do is, through each rule that is proposed in this book, the author, he gives a deadly habit. And when we talk about the deadly habits, we say, like, how can you relate to this deadly habit? How can you, what can you say that you've done something with this deadly habit, and how would you try to improve it before we even try to read that rule? Because what I find is that when we discuss those deadly habits with the students, they relate better to them, and then they try to fix those high school behaviors that they're so into, and we try to break that out of them. So once we get them to connect with those deadly habits, they're good to go with the rule. They know exactly what to do with the rule. The next step from there is just help imply that behavior and get that new behavior set in stone for them, because they're so used to the high school behavior and that, oh, I'm just going to stay up all night and study and ace this exam tomorrow, when that's not going to happen in college. So what we do is we take these deadly habits, we use them as exercises in class. So we show them, okay, maybe this is what you're used to, but now that you're actually paying for school and you're paying to get your degree in a certain amount of years, typically 4 years, some try to do it in 2, 3, whatever the case may be, we try to help you reach that goal. We try to help you pass. We try to help you get that degree in that timely manner that you want to get it in. We try to work with you, but we can't work with you if you guys still have those high school behaviors. So we try to knock that out of you, and one of the ways that we try to knock that out with you is with this book. This book is very, very good. It goes in depth about each rule and how you could better each rule, and different ways that you can go about bettering your studies in college, bettering, who you are as an individual, because many times these rules, once they're instilled in your brain for you to go ahead and, you need to succeed in college, these rules help you so much. They really do. I mean, they're just 9 rules, 9 basic rules, but if you take these rules and you apply them to every single study that you are doing in college, I'm really, really positive that it'll help you. And that's what I try to tell my students. So I know that there's going to be 3 lovely, lovely students that are going to be there, and they're going to tell their experience about this book and how I've taught it to them. And, I'm really hoping that, they give good feedback, because although they tell me good feedback, they might go on the show and say something different, So what I try to do is I really try to help them. I really try to make them know that, hey, college is different. Not only are you paying now for it, which you probably aren't even paying, you probably get financial aid, or your parents pay for it, or whatever the case may be. 9 times out of 10, a freshman in college or an incoming freshman doesn't pay for that class, so they don't take it as seriously as if they were to have to pay for it themselves. Then of course, they would take it seriously. So we try to instill it in their head, like, hey, high school was but high school is done. You've graduated. You've got your diploma. Now it's time to move on to the bigger and the better things, which are college, getting your degree, moving forward to that success, that major that you want to be in, what you want to do as an adult, as for the rest of your life, I should say. So these rules, I really hope that they did, and I'm hoping to hear good reviews. Alrighty, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Another Florida Atlantic student joining me is Alexandra Rivera, and sweetie, take a minute. I don't think you guys eat that much in college. Just take one. Take them all. Okay, so I've seen in every rule or chapter, whatever, however college students divide it, there's something called a deadly habit.
Yes, the deadly habit.
Do you guys actually die after that habit? Oh, okay.
No. A deadly habit is actually, it like affects your grade. So in number 7, the rule, the deadly habit is the Dragnet effect. So basically, if all you're doing is learning the glossary terms and bolded, you're not getting the full content. So that's why it's the deadly habit. I used to do that, and now since I stopped and I'm learning more information in the textbook, my grade has raised.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I see that a lot of kids just study the bold and they end up not knowing a lot of the material.
Yes.
I mean, that's what I would do. So, well, that's good that you learned it early, unlike me. But, yeah, I'm really glad to hear that.
Thank you.
My last student today is also from Florida Atlantic University, and her name is Kayla Taylor. So, now Kayla, tell me what you got from this chapter, or specifically chapter 7, rules number 7.
Well, from rule number 7, I like the taxonomy of learning, which was a pyramid that starts from the lower level to the top level, and there's 3 levels to it.
And can you tell me those 3 levels?
It's conceptual, application, and factual.
Okay. And is there a certain level that you prefer, or that college students should all use, or is it kind of just like mumbo jumbo?
I prefer the factual knowledge because it helps you master key terms and concepts.
Okay. Well, that's all right then. This isn't the Oprah show, so you guys don't get anything for free, but you guys do get, wait a second, my phone freaking locked.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home.